Hold up, that was in the Halloween teaser, right beside the prototype's hand. What in the world? They're both included in both of these teasers. Alright, I'm getting ahead of myself. But looking at the environment between the inside and the outside of this little Christmas party, it does create a contrast. Could that contrast also be applied to emotion? Everyone's clearly happy inside, and there doesn't seem to be anyone showing even the slightest hint of sadness. Does that mean that sadness can be put upon the prototype? Is this FOMO, fear of missing out, hidden in plain sight? No, this thing wants to eradicate, period. Bro's just mad Huggy ain't 2 feet closer to that window. We also got exactly 11 paintings across the entire shot, which may or may not all be hinting towards something bigger. But for right now, we gotta put some pep in our steps. So anything else that stands out, let me know down in the comments. And while you do that, let's move on to the 5 posts counting down the new year with some new things hidden inside them. But I'm gonna come back to this blue flower at some point in a later video. Its appearance being somewhat hidden leads me to believe that this isn't just here for decoration. Now, moving on to the countdown posts, the common trend amongst all of these pictures is that once you increase the brightness of the original image, you'll end up seeing a string of numbers and letters and wristbands on the hands near the bottom. And when you see the character behind that hand reaching out to it, it paints the idea that these human hands are actually the true identity of these bigger bodies experiments. Speaking of paint, I don't think that's paint, it's looking more like blood. The identity idea becomes especially apparent when you see that for Doey's picture, there are 3 hands reaching out to his bigger body. This may suggest that once we're able to get our hands on chapter 5 and figure the last bits of the story out, those last bits may also include information about the children who became the monster toy hybrids we see today. Jack Ayers, Kevin Barnes, Matthew Hillard, Mary Payne, and Theodore Grambell seem to currently be one of the few identified experiments, apart from Unk being turned into a toy dinosaur and then getting jumped. I feel so bad. Terrible way to go. But notice how one of, if not the most influential character in and outside of Poppy Playtime doesn't have their true identity revealed yet. And that character is none other than Huggy Wuggy, whose fate is still left in the dark as we move into chapter 5. You should check out this video if you haven't already. And if you have, just replay it. It isn't up for discussion. Now, if you look at this thumbnail, the one that I was going to use for talking about these very posts right here, you'll see that once they're placed in the right orientation with each other, we end up seeing a complete drawing of the poppy flower, all drawn in blood with all of the characters' hands being drawn towards the middle. Not actually drawn, but moving forward, we have the last post of 2025 for Mob Entertainment. Some nice Happy New Year art with the prototype's hand holding the poppy flower above Poppy. And the last thing we end up receiving before the newest trailer is a YouTube short from Mob titled Happy Holidays. And it seems to be some form of continuation